Yo, what's good, people? You know who it is. It's your boy Hustler88. Welcome to the channel. I know it's been a minute now, but it is what it is. I haven't been making videos in quite some time, but I'm back to the effect. What I want to talk about is the rise of the Tomb Raider. If you do not have an Xbox One, I suggest for you to pick one up like during Black Friday or during Christmas or before Christmas or during your tax refund. If you get your tax refund, you should definitely get an Xbox One. This is when I had my Xbox One during my tax refund days, because normally people get so like ecstatic when they get their first tax refund, and you pretty much like buy like the most expensive stuff, but don't like spend it to the point where like you don't have enough money to spare for yourself. But let's get off topic. What I want to talk about is the rise of the Tomb Raider. Hands down, the Rise of the Tomb Raider is the most innovative games that I ever played. Like gameplay, graphics, weapons, like the formulation of the characters, like the animation, like the whole nine, like everything about this game, like is like the top notch of this current gen. This is what the next gen should be about, because let's talk about the story first, because right now I'm just getting off topic right now. The story of itself is phenomenal. It starts off with the sequel of Tomb Raider. If you played it for the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360, you should definitely know what the story is about. And Lara Croft is pretty much not used to the survival instinct of the environment, but with this game, with the Rise of the Tomb Raider, she's pretty much used to the environment. And when you actually see the gameplay, like, oh my goodness, look at the gameplay. Like, you can actually tell with the gameplay, like when you actually see her face, like when she in a certain environment, it's like she freezes up. Sometimes when she hit a rock, when she's hurt, you can actually see the effects of her face. Like you can actually see that actual physicality of that game. Like the gameplay of itself is just phenomenal. Now with the story, it takes place in different areas like Assyria, and you're figuring out a way to find immorality, because right now she's dealing with the suffering, she's dealing with the pain of her father's death, and she's following her father's footstools in terms of finding different resources about the prophet. And you're trying to find the divine source of immorality, which is peace, life, prosperity, etc. Unfortunately, the Trinity, which is the organizational group, which is the terrorist organizational group, is trying to deter Lara Croft from getting the resources of getting peace and prosperity. And before her father died, one of her father's friends pretty much deter Lara from reaching that source, because she didn't want Lara to go through that scenario. But the story of itself is very fluent. Like when you go through different stages of the gameplay, you're gonna go through different manual scripts, and the different manual scripts have a different type of symbolic interpretation in terms of understanding the prophet, understanding his heart and the value of the immorality of finding peace. But I'm gonna stop going through that story. Let's go through the gameplay. Hands down, the gameplay is phenomenal. Like when I play the Rise of the Tomb Raider, you can tell based on the gameplay, you can tell that Crystal Dynamics were inspired by Naughty Dog, and Last of Us was very creative in terms of combat skills, stealth skills. With the Rise of the Tomb Raider, you can pretty much create your own weapons. When you go through inventory, you can pretty much formulate different elements in terms of bombs, poisons, chemicals. You can actually mix chemicals through different weapons within the bomb, and you can actually affect the enemy. And with the combat moves, like, it's just so creative. Like, you can just tell, like, the gameplay of itself, you can tell it's just like they have implemented like different formulations of the gameplay in terms of the skills of Lara Croft when she does that maneuver skill of doing the stealth mode or a sneaking move. And the AI is pretty smart with this game, because in terms of the AI, you can actually tell, like, sometimes when you fall away from the enemy, you can actually tell that the enemy is just right. They can just see you. Sometimes you can even shoot the enemy and they can actually see you far away, and that's really smart. And Lara Croft, sometimes when she's in an environment, when she's in a different, like, for example, the snow, she just shakes. Sometimes she just, when she's talking to somebody, you can actually see the effects of her communicating. Like, she just looks straight to the person that she's talking to. And the hair, like, although they implemented in the Tomb Raider, if you had it for, you know, the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, which is his next gen, with the this gen actually, which is the Tomb Raider, they had implemented the natural effects of the hair. Now this time, like, you can actually see the, you know, the detail of the natural hair, where it sometimes it can get dirty, sometimes it can get like wet. I mean the list goes on. I mean, what more can I say about this game? And it's so much, like, I think the only problem that I have with this game is it's not enough enemies in this game to, you know, encounter, you know, different attacks. And plus, when you accumulate different trophies, when you like go through different, you know, treasuries, you can accumulate different rewards, and you earn more points when you accumulate different tools to, you know, going through different leaves. And I mean, the whole nine. Like, you go through trophies. I mean, then they give you a hint, like, if you don't know where to go to, like, you can just press the R analog stick, and it just pretty much tell you, it navigates to the point where it's like it'll tell you where to go to. Because sometimes when you're playing a particular game, sometimes you can get lost and you get frustrated and you don't know what to do. But this game is a lot more easy to navigate. And man, the Rise of the Tomb Raider, hands down, is like the funnest games that I ever played. I cannot put this game down, because this game, hands down, like, is one of the top games of 2015, hands down. Like, I did not regret buying this game. I thought I was gonna waste $60 on this game. If you do not have an Xbox One, and if you saying that the Xbox One is garbage, is whack, don't produce a lot of great games, I mean, I don't know, something's mentally wrong with you. Like, you need to go out and get the Xbox One and see out and see for yourself, because at the end of the day, the Xbox One has better exclusive. Not every exclusive is good, but at the same time, you should try out some of the games that's out right now. Now, the PlayStation 4, I'm not gonna exclude the PlayStation 4 and say that the PlayStation 4 is garbage, but at the same time, the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One has some pros and cons at the end of the day. But the Rise of the Tomb Raider is hands down, like, I haven't even finished the whole game. I'm at like 9% of it, but at the same time, the story is very fluid, gameplay is very fluid. You create your weapons, upgrade your weapons, that's more fluid. But I have no issues with this game whatsoever. Like, I'm gonna continue on playing this game. I'm probably gonna make some more gameplay for the Rise of the Tomb Raider on YouTube. I'm probably gonna upload some videos, probably go on Twitch. I haven't been on Twitch in a minute, man. I mean, it's crazy, I haven't been on Twitch. I don't know how to use Twitch for the Xbox One, but I'm gonna try to use it for the Xbox One, because I need a really good mic just to play on Twitch. But yo, just let me just tell me what you think about this video. You know, I'm speaking too fast. I'm just really excited about it. But just tell me what you think about this video. Leave your thoughts, comments, like, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend. Please do not forget to buy the Xbox One. If you do not have the Xbox One, please go buy this game. For only the exclusive for the reason why I brought the Xbox One, because of the exclusives. If they didn't have the exclusive, I didn't really want to buy the Xbox One, but the Rise of the Tomb Raider, hands down, that's the reason why I bought the Xbox One. Other than that, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and tell me what you think about this video. And I'm out. Deuces, peace, salute, God bless.